Hello, Mrs Parry.
Yes.
Parsons here.
Who?
Mr Parsons.
Oh, yes.
Is Mr Sartain there?
No, well, I told you he wasn't here, so don't ring again.
Well, I phoned last night.
Hello?
Hello, is Len there, please?
Hey, pardon?
It's Bob.
Who is it?
It's Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Yes.
Oh, hello, Bob.
Hello, Mrs Parry. Yes, I rang last night and you said
Hey,
you'd
pardon?
tell him to call back, but he didn't.
There's a very bad line here, Bob.
Yes, I'm very sorry. It seems to be my telephone.
Yeah.
Yes, I rang you last night and you said you'd ask him to call back, but he didn't.
Well, Len didn't come in till 11.
Did you actually tell him to ring me back?
I told him to ring you up, but I don't know, Bob.
Oh, but he didn't ring.
I'll tell him to ring you tonight.
Yes, thanks very much. How's your back?
Hey, pardon?
Pardon?
What did you say?
How's your back?
Oh, my back's all right.
Is it alright? Len said you were having a bit of trouble
Yeah.
with it the other week.
Right, oh, Bob.
Yes, yes, well, you can just tell him I'm fine and could you ring me up?
Yes, right, oh, Bob.
Okay, thanks Mrs Parry. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Hello?
Hello, Mrs Parry.
Yes?
Parsons here. Is Len home?
Bob Mossman?
No,
Is it Bob Mossman?
Gordon Parsons.
Oh, no. Not in, no.
Is he not in? What time will he be back? Hello, is that Bob Mossman?
Yes.
Mr Sartain?
Yes?
Yes, this is Gordon Parsons. Just thought I'd give you a ring to find out how you're getting on. Yes?
Hold on, just forgot. When did you, were you in the sixth, I just can't remember, were you in the sixth form?
Well, no. I was the teacher, the geography teacher, head of geography. I used to give you a lift to the station.
No, you're a schoolboy, I'm sorry, your voice isn't like Mr. Parsons.
Pardon?
Your voice isn't like Mr. Parsons.
Well, that's a damn silly thing to say.
Hmm?
Because, categorically speaking, if I would want to impersonate myself, why should I?
Well, you see, you've got such a powerful Liverpool twang, you know. You probably won't notice it, but it's very noticeable to even, I mean, I specialise in listening to voices, but even anyone who doesn't can tell where your origins are. But
No,
Mr.
it's
Parsons
just that with
Mr.
being here
Parsons
so
did-
long, I might have picked up a bit of the accent.
Hmm?
It's just that with being here so damn long, I've lost a lot of my native Wigan.
Look, utterly hypothetic. I'm not ashamed. You know nothing about the nature of accent.
Well, that also is rather a silly thing to say because accent does not have its nature. It has its tones, it has its intonations, it has its
Every word.
inflections.
Every word you say. You wanted to look. Before you can impersonate someone from Wigan, you'd have to do a long, long study of the intonation of people from Wigan. It's quite different from Liverpool. You could no more imitate Mr. Parsons from Wigan than you could imitate someone from Oxford University. No.
Oh, well, that also is rather a silly thing to say. Anyway, I was just wondering how things were getting on at the school, to get back onto the
Well,
point.
you ought to know you're there.
Pardon? No. You must understand I did leave the school 2 years ago. Have you left? Because otherwise you would know what things were like at the school. For example, how is the new head of geography? How is the new headmaster, if there is one? How, also, is the general run of the school going, the standards of dress, standards of education?
Do you mind if I get a tape recording of your voice? I've got the mechanism here.
Yes, go on, go straight ahead. I don't mind at all.
Because,
Sartain.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Yes?
Keep on speaking now.
Gordon Parsons, ex-head of geography at West Derby Comprehensive School. Pardon? I'm afraid you'll have to speak up a bit.
What school were you at before you came to West Derby?
Wigan High School.
And what before that?
That was my first job. I'd previously done a long teacher training
Well, I want
course.
to tell you something. You were sneering at Mr. Parsons. Do you know he was at a very, very classy school before? He had a first-class honours geography degree. And he's an example of real great... He had an accident, you know, which made him do certain things. But do you know he was of the highest quality? And he was applying for assistant headships. And you're seeking, I know, to put little notices about the place. Trying to sneer at the fella. I think you ought to be ashamed of yourself, you know. You know the fella who was really good before he had the accident. It was no fault of his, you know. And he was at George V Grammar School in Southport.
I bet you don't even know what sort of an accident I had.
Look, that won't do with the Liverpool voice. I mean, I like the Liverpool voice, but don't pretend it isn't what it isn't, you know. It's as plain as anything.
I am Mr. Parsons.
Look, he rings me up, you know, every now and then. And comes to see, although
I know I do. I know I do. I'm ringing you tonight.
he doesn't say, when he rings me up, he sounds like Mr. Parsons. Oh, that's the point. There can be no doubt. You see, he comes to our house at Christmas time. But I go take the boys to London for Christmas, you know.
Well, I shall
And
meet
so,
you.
My brother always meets him then.
I shall meet you on Friday dinner time at Parry Books, just to prove my point that I am Mr. Parsons. I shall be there in my dinner hour from 12 to 1.
At where?
Parry Books on the University Precinct.
12 to 1. Well, I'll not be there on Friday. I can't.
See, you don't believe me? If you want proof that I am Mr. Parsons, then I shall meet you there.
Well, I don't want the truth. I know you're not.
Well, that's a damn silly thing to say. You can't prove heads or tails.
Look, your voices are absolutely certain proof.
Come on, Lenny, you do know it's me.
The proof is it's like a fingerprint. And if I play this tape at the school to the various members of staff, I'll soon get to know who it is. You see, that's why I wanted to get. I don't know who you are, but someone will, and if necessary, will play it to the boys.
Well, that is excellent. Tell them, close to the coast, especially near Marton Mere, there are glass houses, rather few of them before the war. And I shall be signing off now. By the way,
Just keep on
by the way,
What's